Professor Ernst intends to ship the stolen metallogen out of the country. Ken Morgan, learning this, attempts to regain the valuable metal. Suddenly...
How do you feel now, Ken?
I'm all right. Thanks for helping me.
I hated to kill that ape, but there was nothing else I could do under the circumstances.
I doubt if Ernst would have packed the metallogen into one of these crates. Still, we'd better make sure of it before we leave here. You take that crate over there, and I'll open this one.
Okay.
Did you find any metallogen, Dad?
Well, Ken and I searched another one of Ernst's hideouts, and the police looked every place else we could think of, but found nothing.
Well, why didn't Ken come back with you?
He went over to police headquarters to talk things over with Inspector Hamilton. I've given up hope of ever finding that metallogen again.
Dad, you mustn't feel that way.
That's easy enough to say, my dear.
Isn't there anything you can do to find the place where Ernst has hidden the metallogen?
Of course there is. Why didn't I think of it before?
The metallogen detector.
Look at that, Babs. Shows a slight reaction.
And the metallogen is still hidden somewhere in the city.
You're right, my dear. The needle points to the north. I'm going to investigate that right away. Oh, Flash.
Yeah?
Get the car. We're going to drive over to the north end of town.
Why couldn't we go to the south end instead?
Why the south end, Flash?
Well, it's like this, Professor Arnold. If we go to the north end, we're allowed to find what we're looking for. And if we find what we're looking for, this here place is going to be cluttered up with them there rabbits. And if this place gets cluttered up with them rabbits, I got a feeling I'm going to be mighty unhappy about the whole idea.
I wouldn't worry about that, Flash.
Oh, no, ma'am, I ain't worried about it. But I'm just laying down my little tomatoes.
Don't you want me to come along with you?
No, you better wait here in case Ken Morgan calls.
Very well.
Vibrations are getting stronger. Turn to the right at the next corner, Flash.
Just as you said, Professor.
The needle vibrated peak intensity just as we passed that garage.
That's what I thought, too.
You notice it?
Yes, I know something was vibrating the way you told me to stop so suddenly.
Well, turn off your motor. We're going back there and take a look around that place.
Yes.
Flash, do you remember Mr. Morgan telling us about this place?
You mean why Miss Ken got beat up by Professor Oink and his men? And they tried to faxate him?
Oh, no, asphyxiate, Flash. Asphyxiate.
That's what I mean. And they found some kind of map or something.
Yeah, that's it, exactly.
Don't remember a thing about it.
Well, I'll tell you, Flash. Suppose you go that way and see if you can find another entrance to this building, and I'll go this way and do the same.
Yes, I'll do what you told me, all right. But I already know what I'm going to find.
Yeah, what's that?
I'm going to find myself far away from here if any trouble starts. There's some satchels in there full of some kind of funny cans.
Well, bring one here so I can see it. It's a metallogen. Oh, nice work, Flash. Get the other satchels. Get these out of here and then notify the police.
Yes, the quicker we get out of here, the better.
I don't know. That's the truck. Someone's coming in.
Hey, open up, you guys.
Flash, I'll open the front door. You drive the truck out. Yes.
What do you think you're doing?
Hold on, that motor.
So? How did they find this place?
That I don't know, but it's a cinch that Morgan and the cops are somewhere nearby.
I guess you're right. So the best thing you can do is get the truck with our stuff out of here and take those two along just in case.
You get inside the truck.
You better stick around. The boss might be here any minute. Tell him we've gone to the other place.
All right.
Take a look outside and see if the coast is clear.
All right, stupid. You want to drive? Go ahead.
I don't want to drive. Yes, I'll drive. Yes, name and destination. Where are we going?
Go ahead. You'll find out.
And I'm really getting worried. Dad and Flash have been gone for hours.
If I had any idea where to look, I'd go out and try to find him.
Dad sometimes forgets he's not as young and agile as he used to be.
Don't worry, Babs. I'm sure they're all right.
Well, you leave me no choice, Ernst. Under the circumstances, I have to give in to you.
Your decision will save you a great deal of inconvenience, my dear Arnold. I've just persuaded Professor Arnold to turn his metallogen man over to us. I wouldn't trust the old coot. He's probably already got it figured out how to tip the cops off of this place. Don't worry. I won't even let him telephone from here, in case anyone should try to trace the call. Come on, Fred, we'll take the truck. There's a public telephone at Sorrell's gas station on Highway Boulevard. All of you get that stuff loaded. All right, boys, let's get this stuff on the plane.
Oh, I sure got myself in a mess now.
Hello?
Mr. Kent? Miss Babs?
Oh, hello, Flash. Where are you?
Trying to double-cross us, huh?
Oh, no, it's not me.
Well, teach.
We were disconnected.
I have a funny feeling that Dad is in some kind of trouble.
The thing that bothers me is that airplane motor I heard over the phone.
An airplane? Are you sure it wasn't a car?
I'm positive. A car motor doesn't make such a roaring noise. Wait a minute. In what direction did your dad say his indicator was pointing?
North. But I don't get the connection, Kent.
This may be a long shot in the dark, but it seems to me that there's a small airport just beyond the north end of town.
There is. I think it's called the Barclay Airport.
All right? I'll get a cab and get right out there. You wait here in case Flash should call again.
I will.
I better answer that. Barclay Airport.
Is there Professor Arnold or his chauffeur there?
No, ma'am. Nobody here but the mechanic. Sounded like the Arnold girl. And he's the one that tipped her off. Sure. Chances are Morgan and a flock of cops are on their way over here right now. Well, I'm going to make sure that this bird doesn't interfere again. Let's get out of here. What about Ernst and Flint? They've got to make their own way out to the coast. We can't afford to wait for them.
I'm so glad to see you, Mr. King. Where's Professor Arnold? He was here, but he's gone now. He went for a ride with Professor Ernst. Where did Ernst take him? I don't know, Mr. King. I've been in so much mirrors today that I just can't recall. I'm all confused in the head. Why did they bring you here? I don't know why they brought us here. But some men just took off for the coast in an airplane full of that man intelligence. To the coast? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. That's what the men said. I'm going to charter a plane here. I may be able to catch them when they have to come down for gas. You notify the police right away to be on the lookout for Professor Arnold. Yes, sir. You can rest assured. You can depend on that, Mr. King. Give me the police department. There's a lot of trouble here.
Cambridge Laboratory, Professor Arnold's office. Dad, I'm so relieved to hear your voice. Is Ken with you?
No, he isn't. He doesn't know where I am, and he wouldn't even know where to look. I can't answer any questions, so don't waste time asking them.
Now I'm convinced something dreadful has happened. I'm going to call the police right away.
No, you mustn't, please. I assure you everything will be all right.
Get down to facts.
Now listen carefully, Babs, and do exactly as I tell you. I'm sending a messenger to the laboratory right now. You must train the metallurgy man and the control unit over to him. If somebody at the laboratory should ask you any questions, simply say, I want these things for an experiment. Is that clear? Good. Above all, don't let Ken or the police know anything about this. Do you promise?
Of course, I'll do whatever you tell me. Hello? Hello?
Everything is all set. Drop Arnold and me at the Brickworks on Highfield Road. Then you drive over to the lab and get the stuff.
You want me to take it right out to the airport?
Certainly not. Pick me up first and we'll go out together.
Escape punishment for his innumerable crimes? And will the metallurgian man turn out to be a force for good or evil? Don't fail to see Justice Triumphs, the final exciting episode of The Monster and the Ape, at this theater next week.